Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, Mickey.
Good morning. Good morning.
It's not like we haven't already talked to each other.
For
But
sure.
anyways, good morning to everyone who is logged in, who is watching. Thank you for joining us this morning. Um, I guess I need to, before I tell you, I need y'all to click like, share, and subscribe. And we're gonna talk about a topic today that you would think that in 2024 we would not be addressing. We would not be addressing. And we're gonna also talk about wind down of the council meeting. What happened in our council meeting? It might be easier to say, Mickey, what didn't happen?
Got a point.
I mean, I rewatched it, and literally rewatching it, it's like post PTSD because it's so much that happens. Um, and then we talk about, Flint has got racial issues. You and I briefly talked about racism and how divided we are. And we have blacks who will sell out for a piece of lint in their pocket and a crumb, and they're satisfied with that. They're satisfied with that. So what was your take? So if you listen, click like, share, and subscribe. Click like, share, and subscribe. And if you're feeling nice today, listen, Cash App, do the $ 810 News Media Group. Help us keep the lights on. This is independent, just so that we can bring to you news and our opinions and views. Because Flint is not unique. I mean, this what's happening in Flint could and has happened in other places. The water happened in Baltimore, Maryland. It happened in Benton Harbor. It happened in was it Jackson, Mississippi? Now, so Flint is not unique, and so what we need to start doing is one coming together. And it's different pockets where you look at some things. Where I look at some things. I don't know how we got to where we're at now, and how the progress we've made, that we've regressed. That to me was really that was disturbing. It was disturbing when I heard the guy who comes up there from the Fourth Ward, David Peachy, to say, Quincy, you're our type of guy, or you're one of us. You're one of us. And it's the same person that just said and was saying to the black people in council chambers, he was saying to them, you people. And we can't forget Dougie Fresh. I mean, I really, Mickey, they saw nothing wrong with him. And here's the thing, when they try to act like they figure, well, Tonya never said anything. Let me tell you, Eva has called black people ghetto. She's called them a cult. She called black people the Amen Choir. She has stood up to fight me twice. She stood up to fight Dennis once. She lied and said I hit Doug. Then Doug did tell the truth on that I did not hit him. Then she said that he called her, no, Liddell said when she went to the ethics meeting, Liddell Lewis said he called her BITCH. He did not. It's like 25 cameras up in there. The fact that the lies and the division keeps going is amazing to me. But what does it get all down to? Liddell got to keep her 5 votes. It's money. What drives Liddell and Candace's behavior? It's money. They both have ARPA money coming. ARPA. Liddell's got $50,000. Candace is affiliated with the Flint Development Center, and then something aquatic, and I think that's a total of $350,000. So they're gonna do whatever they got to do to make sure they get their bag. Care about the residents. Candace the whole time during that meeting, Mickey, she's like, "You're a demon. You're a devil." I'm like, "Girl, you are so immature and juvenile. I mean, just silly." Then I made a statement, and she was like, "It's the sense word saying she's going to break quorum." Really? Y'all not only broke quorum, didn't actually call meetings to order on December 18th, December 20th, January the 3rd, January the 8th. So what are you talking about? You would think that I thought she would have been different. I'm gonna be honest with you. You know, she's called me a hood rat. She makes uh, remarks that Judy. Maybe she. I know she don't want me to talk. She got mad because I'm talking about the fact that she's getting ARPA money. She's affiliated. She has her own nonprofit. Nonprofit is the new hustle. Good morning, Jessica. She says, please ask Ms. Burns to address Candace's hilarious speech regarding crying wolf. Liddell legit cried wolf, and Candace was fully behind her. Everyone knows that Dennis did not call her monkey. That part. She did that part. She did not call her. He did not, because first person to address the monkey comment and crying wolf was Liddell. Liddell had a small window of opportunity, and she jumped through that window and made it a national issue. She made it a national issue, and shame on her for doing that. And she's still saying that she gets a ride every day to and from council meetings. The police pick her up, they take her, saw her going in the back of the police station. You know, we can't get police calls for shots fired or an accident. You're going to wait 2.5 hours. But we're picking her up. No one's seen the police report. Not one person. So I did ask her in council chambers before, well, where did you get the threat? Facebook. All right, I got so aggressive. So on a Facebook threat. Now here's the thing. The difference in why I don't believe her is because when Maurice Davis had a Facebook threat and telephone threat, they were investigating. There were real articles. You knew what was going on. Hers is unlimited. Now, we know she sends stuff through fake Linda Pendleton stuff because she sent some stuff with me to the pastors with a fake post because she's a liar. She was trying to get them to see that I was coming after her and put a lie with her and Eva. Doctored it up. It looked like them recall sheets that what's the name was doing. They have 4 or 5 of them. Juantez Davis. And she did it purposely, and knew, and just lied with no problem. So yeah, it makes you put that. I'm going to address all of Jessica's things. It's a lot to unpack, y'all. So grab it.
You said do what? Put Jessica's
back. Address her comment, and so she said, Jessica put. So what happens when you do the complaint, then you cry wolf? Well, that's where Liddell is at. What Candace is not thinking is not smart. She's not elected. She's appointed. Why would you connect yourself with someone that her ward, she continues to put her residents out. She continues to put her residents out of council chambers, call the police on them, wants them to be arrested. Metcalf's not there because Councilman Mays didn't get arrested fast enough. Whitson said 2 little things. The Sergeant Vinny came over there and he's like, shh, shh, shh. This is not fucking, excuse me, this ain't kindergarten. These are grown people. So you can't say anything. You can't whisper. You can't clap your hands. They want you to sit there and not do nothing. These are grown people. Them council people don't pay their bills. They are utterly ridiculous. The amount of control that they want is ridiculous when they lack self-control. So Candace is tying herself to someone who has a very active recall from her residents. And her residents keep coming there and speaking and complaining. And she attacks them. She puts them out. She put Miss Mayfield out, who she did find. She should be moving by the 1st of February. They found an apartment, but it wasn't because her own councilwoman helped her. It was not. She didn't help her. Did not help her at all. So the crying wolf is, they cry wolf all the time, and it's unbelievable. The monkey thing that she exploited to further divide this community. Flint is already fragile. But when you decide to say, he called me a monkey, he didn't call her monkey, but she sure shared pictures of the person who called my daughter a monkey. Liddell is a hypocrite and habitual and pathological and chronic liar. And I stand on that. Because when you send text messages knowing that they weren't true, about somebody's, child with a person. And you send a text message to the pastors to try to, attack my integrity and character. Something is mentally wrong with her. So, Mickey, I know I'm talking. Look, everybody, I want y'all to click like, share. And I ain't click like and share nothing. Nothing. I thought that we were beyond the point that how Council Chambers was this past week. I literally had PTSD. There were only 5 of us there. Dennis and Jerry were out with the flu. Mays is out until March. He's already done 30 days. He's got 90 days. Then you have got Eva was not there. So there were only 5 of us there. And man, they must don't understand. I can sit in the fire. They don't bother me. Not at all. You put your hands on me, that's a whole nother issue. I can argue policy and procedure. I have no problem with that. You put your hands on me, then they got a problem. Then it's a problem. But I want to get into Doug briefly, Mickey. What did you think about Doug?
It was terrible. It was terrible. I think for him to be able to do what he did, and like I say, but that's the 5 up there who running council right now. I thought he should have been called to order, but Liddell ain't gonna never do that. Or
No.
Judy.
No. I mean, he and then he did the dog whistle. He was dog, or it's like say like, come here, dog, and he kept doing it. And then he wrote a whole short story on me with illustration. He literally did a short story on me. Made himself the hero. He made himself the hero as a white sheriff wearing a white hat, and made me the villain by portraying a Black woman with sunglasses, big sunglasses, with a black hat, and as a snake. And then he proceeded to say how much time he has done helping Black people and making sure that he fought against, it's fought with, against, or fought for civil rights. I'm like, if this guy, something is wrong with him. And we're going to get into the videos, but I'm going to start this off with, because people, when I looked at that character, the characters, and he made himself like a sheriff, he was protecting, he was going to save the Black people. He was the white savior. And we're going to go on his ideology because he's right. He's got the white hat that's adorned across his head. And the Black woman which was me, had a black hat on because I'm the villain. I'm the criminal. That goes along with black sheep, blacklisted, that anything Black is bad. You look at any story, the white is always good and angelic. And if it's Black, it's bad. You're the villain. You're the bad person. And we tend to believe that. And our history has continued to portray that people of color are treated differently, as if we're bad people, we're criminals, we're thieves, we're liars, because of the color of our skin. And here comes this white man who claims he's a lawyer and a social worker. And he doesn't have a clue what he's doing, because he's peddling racism. He's peddling false narratives. He's peddling stereotypes. And he's comfortable with it, as he sat back in his chair and then continued to like. Doug made the biggest ass of himself. He really did. But the short story he wrote, I guess I'm living rent-free in his head with my perfectly manicured fingernails, because my fingernails obviously bother him. And that's another thing where they want to portray Black women as this welfare queen, welfare mentality, that we spend our money on other things that we shouldn't. And I really don't know my history. He really doesn't. And for a white male who is supposed to be educated, so educated, for him to peddle this garbage, shame on him. Shame on him. It's utterly ridiculous. So I want y'all to pay attention to, and we're gonna put up, why people think black is bad, white is good, and it's not just in adults' eyes. If you think about what we got, blacklisted, black sheep. What are some other ones, Mickey? What are some other things that they people say? Can you think of any? Where black people, we the villains.
Oh, I mean, right off hand, no, you got me on that one. But I mean, it's to me, it's still crazy. Like in 2024, we going back to old racist rhetoric. I'm really confused. Not saying I ain't, you see the movies on it, but just to actually see it in hand and you seeing blacks upholding it, because I'm still discussing with the you people. You know what I'm saying? I feel you on that when she saying ghetto, because we know them all racist tropes. Mm-hmm. That instead of just coming out and calling you the N-word.
Absolutely.
I mean, but what's crazy is you have Quincy, Liddell, and Candace never said nothing when Eva was cutting up. This why you see Judy showed her true colors.
Oh, Judy gonna get the business. I mean, Judy is ridiculous. Judy said, "I say you people all the time. There's nothing wrong with saying you people."
See, well, see,
who are you yelling at?
You see what?
First of all, go ahead, Mickey.
No, I just put up Jawan Jackson. He said double food cake versus angel food cake.
Oh, that is one. That is one. So the white cake is an angel, and the chocolate cake is the devil. It's got it has the names as a darker color. That is another one. That is another one. You see any more in there? Because everything black, they want to portray it, but Doug portrayed himself as the hero.
Blackball.
Blackball. Yep. So when we look at it, it doesn't portray, and it makes us feel as something I don't care I have questioned myself, not as I've gotten older, but when you are feeling you're coming into yourself, the difference. I went to school I went to Pierce, and Pierce had a magnet program. And so I went to the magnet program. But even before then, I went to Riley School, and where we lived, it was a dirt road. Where I went pre-K, kindergarten, and first grade. And you remember being called the N-word, and back then it was the 70s. So then it was, you had the black music telling you to, say it loud, I'm black and I'm proud. And we were embracing what our parents were coming into, the natural hair, the afros. And my dad would say, you don't take no crap from nobody. You don't do it. I remember getting hit in the head with a lunchbox by a white boy right above my eye, and he cut it. I remember getting when I was in fourth grade, into a fight with a girl named Bridget because she kept calling me the N-word. And so when does it stop? My daughter, when she was in eighth grade, a little boy named Danny was calling her the N-word, and the teachers knew about it. The school then did not celebrate Dr. King's holiday. They didn't. And I got together the black parents, and there wasn't a lot of us there. My daughter's now 33. She was going to Flushing. They didn't celebrate Dr. King Day. Did not celebrate, did not honor. It took for us as the black parents, I assembled them, I got us together, we changed that. They didn't have the day off before. Then they decided, well, what are you comfortable enough with if we make it a service? Like, no, we're gonna take it as you're gonna celebrate Black History Month and you're gonna celebrate King Day. No, this is this is just the way it is. Our taxes, our money. And Diane, one of she was raising her niece and nephew, Robert and Andrea. And Diane used to give the superintendent the business, the business. And Diane is, I think, is a triple black belt, double black belt, and she would give him the business. He'd be like, can you talk to her? Diane was like in that man's face because it was like she was reliving being, treated differently because she was a black child, and growing up in the differences. Um, so when we talk about where does it stop, we got council people saying it's nothing wrong with you people. Judy said it. Judy sits on the Republican Party for Genesee County. She has no problem saying you people. And we're going to get into the definition of you people in a little bit. But you people, the black people that she talks to didn't correct her. They sat there and said nothing. Liddell said nothing. Quincy said nothing. Candace said nothing. And she said it's okay to say you people. You people. This is coming from a white Republican woman who's saying you people. See, it's always what they call, she also said she dated a black, what she said?
No, colored.
She said, I had black friends and dated a colored man, is what she said. I dated a black man and had colored friends. So that tells you what she sees as color. When people tell you, I don't see color, that's a lie. That's a form of that's a microaggression term and phrases. You do see color. You can't help but see color. Same thing is ghetto. Same as you people. Those are microaggression terms. And they are comfortable saying them in a predominantly black city with a predominantly black city council and have no problems. Why? They're keeping them 5 votes at the rate of we're gonna make sure we get our money. Like they said, we're gonna get our money. So they sell out the entire community. Sell out the entire community. So someone put up, they said when they say you got a black heart,
Mm-hmm.
that is another one. you know. So I want to get into why the black people view black being bad and white being good. And it's a simple test that Thurgood Marshall did because I always believe you have to know where you're going, know where you came from to know where you're going. I don't think some of these people know where they came from. And when he did this test, and it was the Brown versus education, it shows the mindset of how we view ourselves as children view themselves. And some black people against black are how we think white people. White person is the hero. White people is the angel. Angel food cake, like they said. The black person is the villain. Black hat. The person who's going to save the world wears the white hat. Like Doug made himself the white savior. He's going to save the black people. So, Mickey, let's play the video.
I got you.
The doll test was integral to the Brown v. Board of Education because it clearly demonstrated that separate was not equal and separate was not good. In fact, separate was an injustice. What we're looking at here are the dolls that Doctors Kenneth and Mamie Clark used in their doll studies. The doll tests were a series of studies that Mamie Clark and Kenneth Clark did to try to determine racial awareness in young children, with the implication being that in a segregated society, if children are aware of race and the differences in race and the differences in how different racial groups are treated, that it would impact how they felt about themselves. What they did that actually became very well known, part of the Brown case, was they showed young children black and white dolls, and they would ask the children, show me the doll that's nice, give me the doll that's the best, give me the doll that looks like you. And more often than not, the black children showed the doll as the nice doll was the white doll. The doll that was the best was the white doll. when he got to that last question, give me the doll that looks like you, that's when the children would pause and be a bit more confused or looked troubled, as Dr. Clark would say, because they had said in many cases, this is the bad doll, this is the nice doll. And so, remembering that they had said this is the bad doll, they now had to show the doll that looked like them. And it was particularly difficult for them. And some children, some Black children, would do, and some chose the white doll that looked like them because couldn't embrace. Um, After having said this is bad, not nice, they couldn't embrace it.
Okay, Mickey. So here's where we have to understand certain things that we're there. You're talking about the good doll is the white doll. So it goes along with blacklisted, blackballed, black hearted. Um, the angel food cake. The white cake is the angel food cake. That is how you perceive. And these are issues that we see. And I want to stop for just a second because I want people to know. Facebook side can probably not see that Doug, the racist bigot, is actually underneath his name on YouTube.
He blocked now.
I see you. Yeah. So as he stated, hey, Snakebite, fomenting racial hatred again. Just another day at the office for you. By the way, your avatar is pumpkin colored, not black. I mean, he don't sound. This is a man who is educated. Well, Doug, you're a donkey's ass. So whatever color ass you want to be, donkey's ass, you're an ass. This is a guy who claims he went to Harvard. This is a guy that went to Harvard, claims he's a social worker, claims he sat with all these groups and talked about peace. And he has the nerves to be in here. The least protected person, is Malcolm X stated, is the Black woman. And I'm beginning to think Doug wants to be a Black woman because he can't stop himself from coming after me and talking about me. Doug he's going to have some problems. And for the wanted picture, yes, I did talk to the police. Absolutely. Because that's a wanted dead or alive. Doug has a stalking issue and some mental health issues that he needs to address. Every time a Black woman says something, Doug has a problem with it. I mean, he just really brazen. So, Doug, if you want to be a Black woman, I don't know what to tell you because you're worried about the color of my skin now. He actually mentioned the color of my skin. Now, this is a white man. Okay, we're gonna get back onto. Let's go on to so let's get back to next. So Doug, who now has a problem with the Black woman's color of her skin, who wanted to be the ombudsman, who wanted to be the 7th Ward council person, who obviously is suffering some type of mental issue. Something's wrong with him. So he's made himself to be a hero. And so, Mickey, let's put up the video of Dr. King when he explains about what we just talked about.
Somebody told a lie one day. They couched it in language. They made everything black, ugly, and evil. Look in your dictionary and see the synonyms of the word black. It's always something degrading and low and sinister. Look at the word white. It's always something pure, high, and clean. But I want to get the language right tonight. I want to get the language so right that everybody here will cry out, yes, I'm black, I'm proud of it, I'm black and beautiful.
So when we look at this, Dr. King's words they are still relevant today. Still relevant today. Why? We have a senior white male who is trying to stereotype and push racial tropes. He made himself the hero. He made the black woman a negative person, the villain. So Mickey, put up the picture of what he actually took time to do illustrations. The illustrations were actually very well done. Do we have those up, Mickey?
Yeah, I'm getting them for you right now.
Thanks. And so to the people saying that Doug is trying to bait me, listen, Doug going to hell with ice skates on at the rate he going. Who would get up in the morning to track me, to follow me, actually to stalk me? So this is his story. As you see, Doug made himself the hero. He is a white sheriff with a white hat. He made me a villain with I guess this is supposed to be ghetto. He got glasses, got big glasses, sunglasses on, and a black hat. And he posted this. When he stepped to the, I hadn't read the story, or, he had sent it. He sent it to several people also because he's proud of this. Maybe we need to do like they did in New Jersey, where they all showed up in front of that man's house, when he decided to put, to talk about black race and white race. They stood in front of his house and protested, because this might be where this needs to go. Because this guy, something is wrong with him. Something is wrong. He's a liar. He got mad because when he got up there, and he made himself a liar, actually, when he thought me and Jerry Winfrey Carter didn't pay for some shirts. And then he wanted me to show the city attorney and show him, if we paid. He demanded, he wanted to see if we paid for the shirts. Normally I never have I decided to, appease definitely a racist bigot. Not ever. But I went and took my iPad and showed him. Then he got so irate because I was showing him my iPad. Now, how am I hold my iPad, show him the receipt, and then he was in Liddell Lewis in the back claims I was attacking him. No, I was showing him the receipt. She probably should have been chanting her dumpster fire, meaning she would have known that. He claimed, then he said her perfectly manicured nail. This man has mental issues. He has mental issues. So here it is. He wrote a whole story. These are his characters. And what is the first, he made a whole town and city. His name is, can you blow that up, Mickey? I mean, this is how sick he is. The creak of well-worn, the creak of well-worn leather cowboy boots resonated through as to desolate Flint Creek. Texas Marshal Dougie Due Process, a reputed champion of the downtrodden. So he's the champion of what the black people are downtrodden. So we are there. He has made black people inferior and made himself superior again. Flint, black people, we downtrodden. Rode in on his trusty steed, his silver spurs saying a time of spreading justice with every step, announcing to all an honest and ethical lawman had come to restore order to a town long suffocated under the grip of sly snake bite Burnsy and her gang. So my gang is Councilman Mays, Jerry Winfrey Carter, and I guess it would actually have to be Dennis Pfeiffer now, because Dennis and I, tend to vote more closely than anyone else. And then Jerry, me and Mays have had a few little bouts. So he's made himself and called the downtrodden. He's here to save the Black people of Flint. And what does old, whatever he is, old demented Dougie Dufresh, and whatever his name is, in the shadows, Snakebite, the silver fork tongue villain. See, he's the black hat, the black person is the villain. He's coming to save us. And the gang, so sly that her and her gang spun a web of deceit. Listen, y'all, when you got people like this, crazy, demented people, you got to believe and take it as serious. He's a stalker. He's mentally ill. He has some issues. He has made himself a hero, a white man with a white hat coming to save the downtrodden Black people in the city of Flint with the gang. The Rattlesnake's Den served as the perfect front for her. A place where the whiskey stung like betrayal, and where the walls wept over the lows. Listen, y'all. This is where we at. That we had 3 Black people supporting this fool. 3. They're Black. They all check the Black box. They keep accepting this foolery. And what happens when they keep accepting this foolery? It continues to escalate. It continues to escalate. And he is becoming dangerous. That is dangerous. He sees himself as a hero, a self-proclaimed senior citizen white hero. That's what he sees himself as. They don't want Black people to come together or to talk about the issues. And the issues are really, if you in Flint, you really paying a difference. It's poverty. It's not even Black or white. It is people who are suffering. He don't even get it. He's not even from here, as he claims he's traveled the world. But enough about Doug, because this is the most important he's ever been in anybody's life is right now. So, Mickey, let's go to when he skipped up to Woodson's video, and it's going to be from the bottom. And it's going to, and we need to go to the 27 and 45 minute mark, where he goes to tell us about how great he is. You got it, Mick.
Yeah, I was muted by accident. You say go to what part of it?
It's going to be the one from the bottom.
The
27.
The one Peachy standing up at.
Yeah, let me hop back on there to see. And sorry, everybody. It is.
It's the second one, right? Just give me the time.
Yep. No, but it's not. It's the one that video by Woodson where you see Miss Bev sitting across, not the chair. It's right above the baby doll. Tess.
Oh my God. I was on that one. What time stamp you want me to go to?
27 minutes and 45 seconds.
You said 27:45, right?
Mm-hmm. So this is where Doug gets up here and he's telling everybody how great he is and how he spent time as he's at the lectern. Then he takes a shot at 810. He takes a shot. Now he's telling everyone how, how ethical, you can't be bullying. And what is this fool on here doing this morning? This fool got up to do this and talks about ethical governance and professional ethics. Doug is a idiot. Conspiracy theories, misinformation, and then he put weaponization. Oh, let's go. Let's play it, Mickey. Let's let him speak, tell his own lies. You have to probably turn it up a lot.
I also taught many years at a Miami law school. For 6 months, I've been closely following our city council and the Ethics and Accountability Board meetings. And today I want to review some key themes I've consistently emphasized before both bodies. 1, ethical governance. Ethical governance is essential in local politics. Drawing from my background in law and social work, I understand the importance of professional ethics in curbing fraud, greed, bullying, and other unethical behavior. 2, tricky political tactics. I've been shedding light on political tactics used by unethical politicians, such as conspiracy theories, fear-mongering, empty promises, divisive behaviors, misinformation, and polarizing rhetoric. An especially despicable example of this last is the weaponization of race. Mr. Mays and Ms. Burns routinely do this. We must also exercise caution when navigating political discussions on social media, where fake news abounds. A10 Media is a clear case of this. 3, upholding due process and fairness. Some council and EAB members rush to judgment regarding Council President Dr. Liddell Lewis and Councilman Quincy Murray, without affording them any due process protection. As I have repeated many times, due process ensures fair, fact-based examinations while preventing politically driven probes. These same politicians and board members promise criminal charges, FBI investigations, and even the penitentiary. But as usual, they fail to deliver.
Wait a minute,
4, maintain regular order. City council rules ensure fairness and promote productive, respectful, and orderly discussions. Council should follow these rules. If Mr. Mays had followed these rules, the first board would be represented tonight. The EAB would do well if it could even find some rules to follow. 5, addressing historical racial injustices. I long urged a halt to the cycle of disadvantage that communities of color have endured. Throughout my life, I've been a staunch advocate for civil rights and racial justice. I've also spoken before council about the need for reconciliation and compensation to heal past wounds. As you can see, over the last 6 months, we've covered many important topics together. Thank you for this opportunity to address you again.
You keep coming back there.
Okay, Mickey. He got up and had the audacity to say, and then he's first of all, he's on here this morning stalking. Doug need to go take his meds and call his therapist. So he talks about he's always fought for civil rights and racial justice. But here it comes a racist bigot who makes himself, because he is a cartoon character, he's a joke. He puts a white hat on himself and makes himself the sheriff and makes me the black woman in the gang, the downtrodden Flint, because he's not from here, in a black hat. He's made himself superior and he's better than everybody else. You couldn't get a bigger fool. So then he makes a wanted poster, and I take that as a threat. What happens with the wanted poster? That's wanted dead or alive. That's a threat on my life. I take my life very serious. Very serious. You put up a wanted poster? You made yourself a sheriff. So what do sheriffs do? They carry guns. So the sheriff's going to shoot me? You're going to bring me into law. You're going to straighten up the colored folks up here in Flint. You can't make this stuff up. Yes, I do feel threatened. Absolutely. Doug made himself a sheriff, a lawman. What do they always try to threaten Black people with? The law. The law. The pipeline to prison. Profiling while we're driving. We can be in, and I've been in a store before where they think I'm shoplifting and the white person was cleaning them out. Cleaning them out. And I was like, you might want to get that person over there because they took da-da-da-da-da-da-da. They'll follow you around the store. He has made himself a self-proclaimed white savior and downtrodden Flint with the folks of here. He's superior. You can't make this stuff up. 3 people. Now let me tell you who went and saved him. Candace Mushat. When Arthur Woodson said probably 4 or 5 times, and me and him are not talking, me and Art will fall out, and that's just how it goes. But he knows that if it was anything that he needed, he called, I'm gonna be there. Our friendship is challenged at times, but it gets down to the basic, it's gonna be there. Art did tell him to shut the F up. I don't know how many times. And he did stand in the gap for me. He did. Dwan also, when I went back there, stood in the gap and told him, man, you don't talk to her like that. What did you do? Man, you watch your mouth. Candace Mushat came over to say, Doug, come on here. Doug, come on here. Candace, you a fool too. You a fool. This is what this man is doing. You as a Black woman, talking about the cry wolf, then you go and save the racist man who coming after a Black woman, who making up lies. And because he said he's going to vote for you and support you, you will do anything, including beg on your knees to get his vote. Something is wrong. This man is mentally unstable. And she rushes over like he's the person, the people going after him. When no, he was the person who was the aggressor. Doug is the aggressor. Now, if he's mad because he didn't get the ombudsman, he might want to talk to the people there. He done went there and told them how he was going to run the ombudsman office. And they didn't appreciate it. They didn't. And if you think I was going to let him get a pass on coming to council and lying, because he's a liar, no, I'm going to address that. An ombudsman has to be a fair and impartial person. Doug does not possess the capability to be fair and impartial. And he keeps exhibiting why he should not be the ombudsman. Even today, as he gets on there to say, I'm a snake bite in her gang. He also, he was in there probably about 2 months ago when Micah, she literally left her seat 3 times because I went in the hallway to finish my discussion with Doug. And she cussed him out. Not told him, she cussed him out 3 times. The 3rd time she went home because Doug is ridiculous. Doug has a problem getting along with people and communicating and forming relationships. He has a problem. He doesn't get it. So me going there, they had already seen his behavior. He went and told them how he was going to do everything he wanted to do and reform. Like, he thinks he's better. You're going to take the white man with the white hat, with the white hair to come in. And I'm going to save the downtrodden people. That he turned Flint into a cartoon, an illustrated cartoon. He could have better spent his time really understanding what racial injustice is and what the civil rights movement is. Doug, you don't have a damn clue what civil rights is, nor racial injustice. You don't have a clue. If so, you would not be on here doing this ridiculous stuff. You don't have a clue. So we're going to go on to the next race because listen, we ain't got no shortage of races. Why? We have people who sit on that council who don't say nothing. So people like, so what we used to call them is sellouts. Sellouts, you call them, you willing to sell yourself out to and accept anything and any type of behavior to get what you want. and what they're getting is lint in their pocket and the breadcrumb. So Mickey, we're gonna go on to the next one, the next racist. Put up the you people what the definition is first, because they defended you people like Mickey, you need to keep your mic on.
My bad. I got you. Hold on. I'm trying to get it. I keep muting myself.
So
I got it for you.
I don't know, you may be having that. I don't trust it.
Oh, my bad.
So you people was defended. Judy said she said you people. She said it's not a problem. This is the fourth ward councilwoman who said, what she said again, Mickey?
Oh, she didn't see nothing wrong with it.
And what else?
Because she used it all the time.
And
all the time.
She used it all the time. And she dated a what?
A colored man.
She dated a colored man. She dated a colored man and has black friends. Had black friends. She had black friends and dated a colored man and uses you people all the time. And she sits on the Genesee County Republican board.
Make that make sense.
If you, hey, come on. And these are all facts. So these aren't alternative facts. This is real. This is real. And I'm saying when she said she dated a colored man and had black friends, she turned around during that meeting and said, "Oh, Tonya, I got it because you had said." Nah, that's not what I said. I had spoken prior, and I said black people have come a long ways. We have been colored, we have been Negro, we have been black, we have been African American. I am comfortable with saying I am black. That is what I said. Now, how she got what I said to her saying she dated a colored man and had black friends, and now you people, and she used it all. And listen, she was tripping. There's nothing wrong with saying you people. I say it all the time. Y'all don't understand. That meeting, I had to go within myself and meditate down. I was like, Lord Jesus, take the wheel. Jesus, take the wheel. That meeting, if y'all haven't seen it, y'all need to watch it. Okay. On that same video, I need you to go to 53 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
And y'all just remember, Doug talked about the color of my skin. What an asshole.
53 on the nose.
53 on the nose. So this is the person who said he gets up and he makes racist statements all the time. And listen very clearly as he states, Quincy, you're one of us. What is one of us? Because I don't want to be their type of black person or their type of Negro or their type of colored person. No. You know, he's there, which is saying you're doing exactly as we want and need you to do. You're doing what we need you to do. We got you under control. We got you under control. You're our type of person. You're with us. I'm not. Listen, Tonya Burns is, look, I am not your type of Negro. No, I know where I came from.
Whenever you're ready.
Let's do it. Let's hear the you people. Mickey, I can't hear it.
Oh, my bad. Hold on one second.
Are we at 53 minutes?
Yep, that's 53-minute mark.
So they're not technically their tenants. They don't have. No, that's not the right one then. They have because that's at 53 minutes even.
Yep.
It must be that other video then.
I got you. Don't worry about it. Hold on. Let me get this to you for 1 second.
Because the you people thing, I was like, what in the Selma, Alabama am I at? What in the, I got to go to the back of the bus, you people. What in the Jim Crow law am I dealing with? What in the we are segregated? What in the we may never overcome if it was left up to those three for civil rights? I'm like, y'all, when I rewatched this last night, I couldn't believe it. I couldn't.
If you want him, he ain't at the 3 minute at the 53. I even pulled up the second one. He got to be like right after Doug.
It was doing public speaking.
Yeah, it was like, hold up, I think it's the same video after Doug. Let me go back because I'm scouring this one right now.
I thought I had at the 53-minute mark. So if it was left up to those three who don't mind white people coming, racist white people, and I don't want nobody to come on here saying, "Oh, Tonya Burns is a racist." Get out of here with that. My great grandmother is white. Okay, don't come on here with that mess. I don't like racism. Period. I don't like it if you treat any class of people wrong, or when you're trying to say you people. You people is stating you are a class of people, and you are putting them into one group. As if you say, you know, you Asians or you Jewish people or you Arabs. I'm gonna stand up for everybody, but I'm definitely not gonna let anybody in my face say to me, you people, I'm a black woman, and I'm gonna sit idly by and let some other racist say to me, I say it all the time. No. If you don't speak up, you are giving them the okay to go further and further and further and further, and it doesn't stop. They feel okay to come up in council chambers and say whatever they want. Did you find the mix?
Yeah, I think I'm getting close to it.
You know, and the comfort level that they're at, it's bothersome. Not bothersome, troublesome. And people were texting me, Tiny, get up and leave. Tiny, get up and leave. You know, I can sit in the fire. Y'all fine. You put your hands on me, then we have another problem. That's a whole nother set of problems then. Not for me, but for them. Words don't, I'm going to do the business. I handled my business. I made sure I voted stuff up. I voted stuff down. Now here's funny. They gave the Central Councilman Mays for abusing, points of orders. When I spoke during my 2 minutes after public speaking, Liddell had about 15 points of order. About 15 points of order during my 2 minutes. 2 minutes. She couldn't control herself. Okay. Is that at the what minute mark is that?
53 and 14 seconds. I had to go back to the video with Doug, the one Doug was on.
Okay. Well, let's play it.
I got you.
Dave Peach in the fourth ward. I'm really confused here about that lady over there made hope. Gonna be one of us. What do you mean by that anyway? Just because he doesn't.
He can't talk to the residents. He can't talk to the audience. He has to address the council. He has to address the council.
Mr. Peachy, you must address the council.
I'm really upset about all this stuff. These people here trying to represent all this. You people put them down.
You people. Man, if you don't sit your racist ass down, sit your butt down.
I'm a white man.
You're a redneck. You gotta sit your ass down somewhere.
So just as okay, so 2 points of order. Okay, yeah. So I heard someone say you better take your white ass on, and so that needs to be brought to order. Secondly, this gentleman, every time he's free to speak.
He don't supposed to address the audience.
And next, you cannot yell out like Mr. Woodson is yelling out.
I'm gonna yell out again. He can't address the audience.
Oh, that's fine, and you can receive a
You can't give me nothing. You're not the chairperson.
So anyway,
shut up.
Mr. Woodson, please, be brought to order. We do not call racial in this chambers. We are all residents of the city of Flint. Period. I don't care.
Point of order, Madam
Mr.
Chair.
Peachy, please address the council. Yes, Ms. Burns.
Please let it to be known, I respect
Mr. Peachy's figure of speech, but he cannot refer to people of color as you people. That is a racist term, Mr. Peachy. That is a racist term. You cannot say you people.
Not racist, that's the way I feel. That's what I see going on here.
I respect this, everyone's freedom of speech. You refer to a class of people, and it is a negative and derogatory term, and especially all people of color should understand that. We're not you people at all.
Speak to us, please, Mr. Peachy.
Point of order. Point of order. That was the second time, so, that the gentleman who said something about the gentleman at the lectern. Yeah, that's the time he yelled at.
Point of order, that was not the same person. That was not the same person. You're incorrect on that.
Well, that's fine. We need order.
Please address us, and for Ms. Burns, for the you people. I have used that term.
Well, then you need to erase this term.
Ma'am,
You need
please,
to correct yourself.
ma'am,
You
please
know,
listen to
you
what I
need to
have
correct
to say.
yourself. You're using that.
No, you need to hear me.
No, you
You
need to.
need to
Point of order.
I'm not
Point of
saying
order.
it's a term.
Point of
That's what
order.
you need to understand.
Madam, point of order, Madam Chair, this is not a back and forth.
You are
I
right.
ain't thinking about none of y'all. Y'all
That
better.
is a term used by multiple people throughout the country.
Request for information.
What is your request?
Well, my colleague in the 6th said we got a count up here. Was that you threatening to break quorum?
Or you better check where you live and your address.
I don't have any change. That's fine. I just want to say that, and thank you for letting me know that people are stalking you. And thank you for letting me know that you're condoning people stalking you. Thank you.
Miss Shot.
You are. I agree. You are.
Miss Shot.
Yes.
Something is wrong with you. God bless you. Girl, I got the Holy
This- No back and forth. I will give warnings to both of you if it continues. Please, Mr. Peachy, please address the council and not the audience. Ms. Burns, this is your first warning.
I appeal the ruling of the chair.
Is there support? That motion dies for lack of.
You leave me. This ends your entire meeting.
Go ahead, Ms.
You
Peachy.
have some decorum yourself.
Go ahead,
You
Mr.
people.
Go ahead, Ms.
I guess I just want to wrap it up. I'm grateful that we have people up there that don't vote one way, just as one person votes that way. People who try to represent the community very hard for you. I come to every one of these meetings and I go home with them. I just can't understand why 9 people who represent the city of Clinton, 80,000 people, can't agree some way together instead of saying bad 5. I call them a public, can't do that. Bad 5, which I always think it's crazy to do that. That's not right. These guys here work very hard. No matter what they do, we got 3 people in here, or 4 now, that are going against them, no matter what they do. And you do, every time they take a vote, there's 3 of you sitting there, well, he's not here, but he'll be 4 of you that vote the same way, but nothing said about that. Yes. But you get 5 and call a name for that. Now, look at her smile, I gotta go. Thank you.
Thank you. Any other discussion, or excuse me, discussion? Members of the audience who would like to address council? Seeing none, Councilor have 2 minutes for response. Is there anyone who'd like to address?
Yes,
Mr. Murphy.
thank you so much. I would like to put a referral in for the.
Okay, Mick, can we stop it right there? Because then I want to take it to the next part when my 2 minutes, because all hell broke loose again. Listen, Judy defended you people and says she uses it all the time. It's not a racist term. Judy, it is. It is a racist term. It is a microaggression term. It goes along with, I don't see color. Yeah, you do. You do. People see color. You cannot say, you can say it, but it makes you a racist, an unaware racist, or maybe you are aware. I don't know. I don't know. You know, and that whole meeting, it was terrible. It was terrible. So how comfortable were they? You can see they was coming for my head. they were coming for my head. So Mickey, are we on to the Did you go like up to 2 minutes after just when public speaking for me?
I'm finna get on it right now.
I mean, I have never, these folks, and they thought that was supposed to be okay. This man was defending saying you people. Judy was defending it. You didn't hear Liddell, Quincy, or Candace. It was crickets. Crickets. It was silent. They said nothing. You had Black people who were comfortable with letting racist white men, bigots, come up there and say whatever they want to say. They had no problem. No problem at all. None. When you say, like I said, well, you people could be, you're putting, Asian people or Jewish people or Middle Eastern or Arab or Native American. You don't put a class of people, you people, you're singling them out, and it's an insult. And they're Black, and they were comfortable with it. Said nothing. It was crickets. Crickets. It was crickets. So, okay, you got it, Mick. Now I want y'all to count, and during my time speaking, how many times they sent your Councilman Mays. How many times did Liddell say point of order? Because she's the first person to say she doesn't abuse point of information or point of order. She claims she doesn't. Are we there, Mick?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, let's play it. I can't hear it.
In regards to Doug Matthews, has been putting in people's DMs, which is ridiculous, calling me.
Hey,
Can you give him a warning?
him, man.
It's not going to be removed.
Get him, man.
Because he's taunting me, he's a racist, and I'm just going to call it for what it is. And also, when you say that you people is not a, gee, are you going to warn him? But I'm not a dog, because when he's doing it, that's a dog was, stop my time, please, Davina.
Yes.
He needs to, yes, he needs to, when he goes, like I'm a dog, that's referring to me as a Black woman, is a bitch. So I have a problem with that. A bitch is a dog, and he's doing a dog whistle. Like Stickles. I mean, he shouldn't be talking. He's talking, he needs to be removed. He needs to be removed, Madam Chair.
This is your warning.
You gave him a warning, it's not
I
up to
did
dog.
not give him a warning.
Who the hell are you raising your voice at? Who are you raising your voice at? Point When he
of
goes
order.
like somebody is a
Point of order.
Ms. Burns, what is your point?
My point is, the councilwoman in the 6th ward is being majorly disrespectful to the chair.
She's allowed me to be disrespectful like an audience member.
But some all the people are talking my seats.
You raise your hand to her. This is a dialogue, not a point of order.
This is, she called a point of order, she has not finished. Please allow her to finish. I will rule on her point of order after she finishes.
Thank you. Our councilwoman in the 6th ward has violated many council rules, but I will just stick to the one with decorum. You can't argue and go back and forth with the chair. And so if that's gonna make us go home earlier,
I have the
we're okay with that.
I have the floor. This is a dialogue. She is into discussion. That's not a point of order. You need to warn her for abusing a point of order. This is discussion. I have the floor. She's illegally taking the floor. And I'm going to speak up for myself. I'm not going to allow any man, white, Black, Latino, to treat me like I'm a dog. That won't happen. Not here today.
Order.
What's your point?
We're waiting on you to rule, and if she's gonna carry on, that needs to be her time. Her time needs to go, she's gonna continue.
Then she needs to have time, point of order.
Ms. Burns.
She's using this for discussion, a point of order. She needs to state the rule and not have discussion. She is out of order.
Somebody go get these.
Mitchell.
What you trying to talk now, Miss Daisy? What you gotta say? You gotta get back there. Go get this back there.
See how Dr. Lewis was interrupted several times during her point of order. She never finished her point of order. So I cannot rule on an incomplete point of order.
So,
Ms.
Councilwoman,
Burns, you are taking the floor as well. If that's what you.
I have the
She has the floor.
I understand that, but with your point of orders. So that is improper. Go ahead and finish your point of order, please.
the point of order is that the councilman in the 6th ward is violating the charter rules of having decorum, going back and forth and being argumentative with the chair. So therefore, she's breaking the rules.
That's right.
No, it's not.
You are not to be argumentative. Go ahead and have
She
time.
has the floor.
Okay, so I'm gonna finish my timeout. For this chair to allow an audience member, a clear racist who has problems with Black women, who stereotypes and profiles Black women, who demands for Black women to tell them how they purchase things and how they look at them.
Hey, Julie.
I feel sorry.
Julie.
I do now know why you are not the ombudsman for the type of carrying on you do. But let me be clear with this. When you state, number one, that it is not you people, it is an insult. It is a, excuse me, I cannot hear, can you stop my time, Ravina? And I need to roll it back. I cannot hear.
Point of order.
What's your point?
There is no reason to stop any time.
Point of order, she is taking the floor. Point of order. She is taking the floor each time I talk. Can you warn her? Now, I could not hear. Ravina and Judy was talking. You guys were talking. I could not
Point
hear.
of order.
What's your point?
She's talking. What does she need to hear?
Excuse me, I have the floor.
Hey. I stopped the clock for Mr. Murphy because his concentration was being. I will allow that clock to stop because Ms. Donahue and I were speaking. Go ahead, Ms. Burns, and I thank you very much. Go ahead.
When you say you people, it is an insult, and it has a racial undertone. Look it up. You can Google it. Most people in here are smart.
Hey, you gotta stop.
You can Google it, and it is an insult. And what it is acknowledging a group of people.
Quorum is broken.
Quorum is broke.
You gotta be in your seat, man. You gotta be in your seat.
Listen, you are out your seat. You are out your seat. So when you're out your seat, quorum is broke.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
I'm asking, stop the clock, Davina, please. Where's the city attorney? City attorney, if we are out of our seat, is quorum broken? Can you look it up? Because we need to have an answer. Otherwise, we cannot carry on this meeting. See, because they make up rules as they go. If you can please look that up, we can. Why are you talking? You don't have the floor. No, girl is who? No, you need to slow it down. And you need to slow it down.
Yeah, I do.
You over here talking to me.
Point of order. Point of order. Point of order. My point of order is Ms. Burns and Councilwoman the 7th Ward need to cease talking.
She is talking.
You're talking. Point of order.
What is your point?
Councilwoman in the 6th Ward, for one, her time is not going and she's proceeding to talk, and she will not stop talking during a point of order.
Hey, excellent question.
She has requested an opinion from the city attorney.
Thank
We are
you.
waiting for that opinion. I was on the dais. I did not leave the council here.
You can't leave your seat, man. Yeah, you can't leave your seat.
Attorney, can you get to the mic, sir? We can hear you. Hello?
This motherfucker here, they done played this shit.
They said quorum wasn't broke. They want to travel all the way around chambers and say you still in the meeting.
I mean, quorum is broken, man.
This is terrible.
You can't leave your seat, man.
Sir, are you there yet?
Where's Kim? Your mic not on.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, I don't see any language that says that if you're out of your seat, that you've broken quorum at this time.
So does it state that we have to have 5 in our seat to have a quorum? Because that's according to council rules and Robert's rules. In order for us to have a meeting, we have to have at least 5 people in their seats to have a meeting.
I have not seen anything that explicitly says that, so.
Well, that does state in council rules that you have to have 5 to have a quorum. If
I
that is
looked
in there.
at council rules.
Did you look at the charter? Because we cannot start any meeting unless we have a quorum. That's why it's always delayed. We cannot start a meeting with, well, we can have a meeting if it's posted for 4, but we cannot do any business. So there's 2 types. So if we have 4 people, you can have a meeting if it was properly posted, but you cannot make any, you cannot pass anything.
Well, I looked at your rules. I don't see anything in your rules that says that you have to be in your seat. If you'll indulge me with your patience, I'll look in the city charter and see if there's anything in there.
We may have to defer to Robert's rules.
I looked in
Robert's.
rules.
What page do you want to do? 40-6. And can you read it out loud?
It does not say that it has to be in seats. It says present. I was present, I was on the dais, I did not leave the council. And so I am saying that there was, the quorum was not broken. If I was to leave my seat, go in front, and you leave in front of this, yes, the quorum would have been broken.
But does it state the dais and what the parameters? So there's some.
It doesn't discuss the dais.
Excuse me. Okay, so, as I said, I looked in Robert's rules and also looked in your rules, the city council's rules. I didn't see anything that says that you have to be in your seat to have a quorum. Now, if I can look into the charter and see if there's anything there that says that you have to be in your seat, but based on your rules and Robert's rules, that's not.
And I just want to get that on the record. Thank you, Attorney Wallace. And so,
I'm gonna show you put that in there so you care.
Can you just speak, could you slow down in what you're reading that say they have to be sitting down at their particular table?
okay.
Like the rules, I just want to know what page it is, and I want to read what you read.
And so I'm gonna go look, can you start the clock, because I'm not addressing some of this stuff. So thank you, Attorney Wallace, I appreciate what you said. Now, this diocese or whatever that she's saying, I've never heard of this, but to you, Mr. Matthews, you consistently go after Black women. You're going after the ombudswoman, Ms. Little, Ms. Jerry Carter, and myself. You make incorrect statements, and then you say you're a professional. You're down here doing dog whistles on people. That's racist. You have no problem being the racist person that you are. And you slid into someone's DMs, and I bet you won't go back there again.
Anyone else?
Hey,
Look at that,
Doug,
look at that, look at
Doug,
that, look at that. Anyone else?
You
Yes, I think.
didn't tell us.
Okay, we can cut it. Okay. She did 9 points of order in my 2 minutes. My 2 minutes, when they talk about wasting time, it's them. Mays hasn't been there in a month. The dumpster fire meetings come from Judy and Liddell, the chairs, and Candace. Part of her is that the 6-word person saying she was going to leave? Girl, stop. Just stop it. Just stop. Whole time she's, you're a devil. You're a demon. Okay, let me get this holy oil out my purse so I can douse you with it, but it may singe your skin. Something is wrong with her. I don't talk to her. It's very clear. I don't talk to her. I don't talk to Liddell. Not at all. Because something's wrong with both of them. So, Mickey, I want you to put up, there's 2 parts to the you people. One of them states It says using the words you people or those people are offensive because they immediately point out exclusion of that ethnic or social group. This immediately alienates the group from whomever is using these words. Judy said it's okay. She uses it all the time. Doug Peachy uses it. Liddell, Quincy, and Candace said nothing. You have council people who are very tolerant. Now, they put Mays out for calling them handkerchief head Negroes. Can you blow that? I don't think that one's it. That's not the you people.
I got you. Let me get the right one for you.
So they put Mays out for calling them handkerchief head Negroes. When Liddell, in fact, called herself a handkerchief head Negro and told a racist white person she was very proud. And we've seen that, and I got that. We can put that back up. She had no to a racist white person, Tracy Whitley. It's right above that one.
Got you.
You people is a racist term. But when you got Liddell Lewis saying she's proud to be called a handkerchief head Negro, it's okay for them to come in and say you people. It's Mickey.
Yeah.
Are you dozing?
Oh, ma'am, that's not me.
Oh, Lord. So, using the words, you people or those people, can you blow it up? Are offensive because they immediately point out exclusion of that ethnic or social group. This immediately alienates the group from whomever is using these words. It is offensive. It's racial. You should not use it. It is a microaggression. Again, using these words, you people or those people are offensive because they immediately point out exclusion of that ethnic group or social group. What part don't they get? You have 4 people up there who said nothing and agreed with them saying you people. Some of them did. Said nothing. But then they want you to feel compassion when Mays says you're a handkerchief head Negro. Can you, and you're going to have to go back up to it. Handkerchief head Negro is defined, and actually, can you put up what handkerchief is in there? When she called herself a handkerchief head Negro. Now, she had also lied and said Mays had called her mother F and B. And that was a lie. The journalist said it was a lie. The cameraman said it was a lie. Liddell lied. So at that point is when I said, you know what? You're a liar. I cut her off because I was going to have a conversation with Councilman Mays about that. But come to find out, he didn't do it. She was trying to affect his integrity. She lied on him. So here it is. And she, they censured him for calling her and them handkerchief head Negroes. But they let Doug and Doug hiss and dog whistles like they don't know the history of dogs. Like the dogs, number one, when you know the history, they would sick the slaves. If the slaves ran away, they would sick the dogs on the slaves. Then the civil rights movement, they would put the water holes and the dogs on the black people. But they let this racist bigot come in here and do a dog whistle, and they don't say nothing. And then he has the audacity to say he fought for civil rights. Where in the civil rights history did you fight for civil rights? You're doing a dog whistle in the history of dogs, period, on black people, attacking them, the lunch counters, protesting. They would sick the dogs on them. Go all the way back to slavery and the civil rights. And here comes Doug in his white hat, made himself the white savior, doing dog whistle at me, a black woman, in a city council meeting. And the other 4 colleagues sit quiet. Now, Dennis didn't call her a monkey, and she lied and went told all kinds of lies. But they sat silent. Now, here it is, because she likes to, I think she has self-hate. She goes along with white people who are racist. So she puts on here, Tracy Whitley. Can you blow that up, Mickey?
I sure can.
So this is Liddell, Flint's second ward. When Eva called Black people ghetto, which is a microaggression term, racist. She says, Tracy Whitley always then gaslights and makes it a racial issue when it's not. Point is, she continued to break the rules by unlawfully taking the floor, then was pointing towards Worthing, saying, today isn't going to be your day. Totally out of order. And that could be interpreted as a threat. Then Eva stood up, which was out of order, and began going back and forth with Burns. If calling a fair game makes me a handkerchief head Negro, if calling a fair game makes me a handkerchief head, I will wear it with pride. Liddell says she will wear it with pride. She don't have a problem with being called a handkerchief head. She don't mind the microaggressions, you people. She don't mind Doug doing. Candace don't either. Quincy didn't either. They don't have a problem with it. They didn't have a problem with Liddell knowing she still wanted to fight me. Even stood up not once but twice. I mean, come on now. She called herself a handkerchief head, which in the Urban Dictionary, they give a definition of what a handkerchief head is, and they got the picture of Clarence Thomas in there. So when we talk about these, you can't make this stuff up. You can't make it up. Not once did they say anything. So they allow people to come in there to give their racist rhetoric, and they don't say anything. Liddell called herself a handkerchief head Negro. If she says she's one, why should we be mad? She put Mays out for, or the five liars. I'm calling them 5 liars because they gave me a censure too, and Jerry Ricard just lied. I ain't calling nobody no wench. I never did. Then because I said on my censure, I said you're not a good person. On my censure is for not a good person, and I did speak to an attorney. Believe that one. So we look at, what they keep doing. And some of the stuff you just can't make it up. You can't make it up. So they put Mays out for number one, the handkerchief head Negro. They said he made shirts. Mays is not a graphic artist. He don't even do email. Then they said he was abusing points of order. Liddell is the biggest abuser of points of order. Every time I talk, she can't help herself. That's like for her getting able to take a shot at me when I'm talking. She can't resist it. She can't stop herself. Every time I talk, point of order, point of information, request information, she can't help herself. She can't help herself. But what she accused Mays of, and the 5 of them voted to give him 90 days, is what they are doing. And this shows it. And the tapes have been given to the attorneys. And they got some more stuff coming up. They got some more stuff. Them first ward residents, from what I'm hearing, they got some problems. Because the first ward residents tired of her mess. So, Mickey.
What's good?
I'm just, you can't make this stuff up. So why they mad, Mickey? And this is what they fight for. They willing to be called. They willing to be called. Mickey, put up the checks.
I got you. I'm gonna put them up right now.
I'll put up the nonprofit stuff first. Yeah, that whole, because they willing to let racist people come in there and say, you people, to come in there and say that they fought for civil rights, do dog whistle, when they know the history of dogs and slavery and what that has done to our group, our color, our race, and they are comfortable with it. But you know what? They done moved the $40 million bag over to the general fund. And as each one of those resolutions came up, no. And let me tell you why I voted no on them, why I stayed the course. You're not going to put on my watch on there that you had the Treasury think it was ARPA funds. No. That 45-day little holding period that you're gonna let it sit there and rest, because you can't make it look like we took the funds right out and moved it over to general fund and spending it. You're gonna make it happen. You're gonna have the right account number, and you're gonna have the right name on the resolution. And Judy is the finance chair, and Judy didn't catch it. She didn't. Wasn't gonna say nothing. See, I stayed the course. I'm not letting y'all stick up the city of Flint for $40 million, and I see how the four of y'all, or the four that day was rolling. No. So that came through. No. Why? I'm not voting for this. This is not from ARPA. ARPA does not exist. ARPA money is gone, people. It's gone. It doesn't exist anymore. That money is now into general fund. It has no guidelines, no boundaries, no categories, no stipulations are on that money. They sending up like they duping or tricking it. Let's say tricking the Department of Treasury by saying it's ARPA on them resolutions. Not on my watch. No, not going to do it. Y'all move that money to the general fund. It is not ARPA at this point. Put the right account number on it. Put the right heading on it. They said, y'all pay attention. Y'all need people, residents. We can only fight. So I was one person in that den of lions. I'm sorry. I'm not going to give them lions. What was them things that, I'm not even going to call them lions. It was a mess. So why they fighting so hard? Cyrus Park. And you hear Judy say, well, that Liddell doesn't, doesn't pay that. Okay, Judy, stop it. Don't do the semantics with me. Cyrus Park was created by Liddell Lewis and corporations. Liddell tried to defend it. She got the $50,000 bag. She willing to let David Peachy come up there and say, you people. She's willing to let Doug come up there and say whatever he want to say, snake bite and just lie. And she's the president of the city council. Liddell Lewis's views do not represent the views of me and Black people that I know. They do not represent the views or her lack of character and integrity to allow racist people to come up there. She is the president of the Flint City Council. She should have been checking him. So let's put up here, because that was Cyrus Park showing she's going to get $50,000. Now, she tried to question again, is Liddell Lewis name on the girl? Stop being stupid. Blow that up, Mickey. Who name is on that? These are articles of incorporation. It states on here, the street at the person's name, Liddell Lewis. Go down and scroll up. This was before she changed. When she found out, I found out about it. Scroll down. Scroll down. I apologize. She was then the president, Liddell Lewis of Cyrus Park. Who was the treasurer? Let's go. Her other one, director, was Liddell Lewis. Liddell Lewis held the title of director and president of Cyrus Park. Cyrus Park is to get $50,000 of the ARPA funds, which is now the general fund. Why is she getting the bag? So she don't mind what racist people come up there and throw her race back 400 years. Why? She sold out for $50,000. She's a $50,000 sellout. $50,000 sellout. Is my name on it? Girl, stop. You know your name on that. Who name on it? Liddell Lewis. Now, she did change it in the middle of September when she got caught, when I found out about that $1,500 check. So, Mickey, go back to the check. Put up her $1,500 check. She took $1,500 from Ashley Capital, then voted to give Ashley Capital $3.5 million. According to our ethics and our charter, she should have recused herself. Then she turned around to voted to give them a $72 million tax abatement. They bought her for $1,500. $1,500 she was bought for with Ashley Capital. Trick or treat candy. Trick or treat candy. She voted to give them $1,500 of $3.5 million, and then a $72 million tax abatement. That is a conflict of interest. She didn't tell anybody. Who is Cyrus Park belong to? Y'all just saw the articles of incorporation. You saw who Cyrus Park started that. You saw who was the director. You saw who was the president, Liddell Lewis. Liddell Lewis. So that's why they mad. Now go to the yellow and blue, because let's put up Candace's too. Why she mad?
Give me 1 second. I'm
It's
gonna get
yellow
to it.
and blue. You know, they get in the bag, y'all. That ARPA fund, $40 million, is general fund. There is no more ARPA fund. It's general fund. It's general fund. And they try to put ARPA on there to trick the Department of Treasury. Oh no, that 45 days that they put it in the whole, not my words, the CFO, Philip Moore. See, I get them on record. And it was on, was it my last week show, Mickey? I think it was on there. So when we look at what they selling out for, now Candace is getting a little bit more money, what she's affiliated with. So
This info you right here. I'm gonna blow it up.
That one's fine. Yep. Can you blow that one up? Now she's the director of the Flint Development Center. And scroll down. That's got what, 300,000. Go to is it to the right? The green part. And then blow it up. Okay. Flint Development Water Lab. What's that say? It's the top one. $300,000. $300,000. Then she has another one. And I didn't like the way these spreadsheets were created. These were resolutions that they sent up to get approved already. We put in a roof. We had put on a roof, put a shingle on nothing. We had put in a window. We ain't put in a furnace. But they sent their stuff up to get paid. They took care of themselves. So why they ain't mad at somebody coming up calling Black people out their name? Because they worried about getting their money. They say they're going to get theirs. So there's one, Mickey. It's yellow.
Hold on, I'm finna get it for you.
And blue. Like a light blue. And it's got her name on it. Youth Training, Candace Mouchette, Great Lakes Aquatic Habitat, Freshwater Future. I think that one is 50,000. So that's why they mad.
This
so you
one
can
right
call them and Black people. Yep. You can call them whatever you want to, because you know why? They get in the bag. Complete sellouts. Complete. No ifs, ands, or buts. There's her name on it, Candace. So why they don't mind people like David Peachy saying you people and Judy saying, I say you people all the time. There's nothing wrong with you people. Who are you yelling at? It is a racist term. I gave you the definition. Why did they mad at Doug? Because Doug and them, they don't mind if you steal a little money. They don't mind. Because if David Peachy said, Quincy, you with us. You're our type of person. Quincy, you're with us. So he's put himself in the group. And people know, I vote according to how I feel. What I feel is right. Has nothing to do. I don't vote with no particular person. I don't. I simply do not. I vote for what I feel strongly for, and I vote for what my ward wants me to vote for. That's what I vote for. You're not going to put me in the box, David Peachy, with your racist self. Nor will you either, McDougie, Dougal, sheriff in the white hat, white savior, wannabe. No, absolutely not. So when we look at that, 40 million, we have nothing is in ARPA. It has been transferred to the general fund. So you see right here, these are spreadsheets. They're getting paid. They are getting their money, as Liddell said in that meeting. We gonna get ours. And it's on video. You can't make it up. You can't make it up. So it doesn't bother them. It don't bother them at all. So I think we done covered quite a bit. I do want to go.
You got more?
I want to go back to Mickey. It is. I don't even know if it's disheartening. I don't know what's going on with my Facebook part. There's one that's kind of got the purple on it. I must be in a different one.
Oh, you said purple. Let me look.
Yeah, and it's the one that we were listening to where they said ghetto. I mean, they let these people come up in here and say anything they want to. It's the same thing with Eva hitting Jasmine, and then turn around and saying Jasmine hit her. She didn't hit her. Then she said Eva hit Jasmine. Then Eva said, well, she hit me. That's just
you ain't talking about one of these TikToks, are you?
Yeah, I was talking about one of them TikToks, and it's got like a purple and.
I see it right.
I mean, you can't make this stuff up. So what? So listen, your voice has been sold out in your race for Liddell getting 50,000 and whatever else, and that $1,500 check, whatever else she's scrounging off of that we ain't found out about yet, and for Candace getting her money too. They even came and saved Doug from Rodney Thomas and Dewan Robinson and Arthur Woodson, so that they would not talk to him. They came and saved. Candace came and whisked him away. So this is how deep some of this stuff is going on. This is when Worthing, this was the night she decided to, the ghetto comment. And this is when Judy had called, right after I believe I spoke, she called, that's when she had the colored friend, and colored man and black friend. Dated a colored man and had a black friend. Can you play that one?
Yes, ma'am.
A long ways from being colored, Negro, black, African American, now back to black. I'm comfortable with saying I'm black. But at no point, because the struggles that we have and the inequities that my race, the black race, have had, when you say ghetto, it's offensive. It's never used in a positive way. It's not used, it goes back to in a Jewish, where they said the ghettos were where the Jewish people were, they stated. It's not something that we use. We should not be personally attacking. Ghetto is not appropriate for any race to be used or to be called ghetto. It should not be used. It's not. I didn't personally attack her. She doesn't have a right to be the victim. I'm black. I felt offended by we were being called ghetto. So this is why when you don't check people's behavior, and Eva has gone on to continue. Now I'm gonna end with, there's a chart. You got the chart?
Hold on 1 second. Let me find it.
Why is some of my stuff missing?
What chart am I looking for?
It has microaggression terms.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
And so it's two charts.
So you don't want this one right here?
I do want that one right there. So microaggression terms, because they don't seem to understand how when you say microaggression terms, how can you offend without really trying? Some of the things that people, they say and don't understand when they're using microaggression terms, which is Indian giver. You can't say that. That's like you taking something or stealing it. That's so gay. That is a microaggression term. One is, where's that one? Another one where they said, I don't know, I don't know what that is. You people is in there. You people is in the term. If you look at the top in that middle box, it's a microaggression. It is, we got gypped. That's another microaggression. So when you look at what microaggressions are, you people, Mickey, can you scroll down? Because it's at the bottom. Yeah, right there. Right there where in the box in the middle, it tells you what the microaggressions, some are microaggressions. And you people is in there. You people is listed as a microaggression term, and it's offensive. And Judy finds comfort in saying it. David Peachy pointed to the black people in city council chambers and called them you people and kept saying it and defended himself. And not one council member, not the president of Flint City Council, corrected him. Liddell didn't correct him. She's the president of Flint City Council. Candace Mushat did not correct him. She's the vice president of Flint City Council. They did not correct him for saying you people. They did not. And then Judy said, I say it all the time. There's nothing wrong with saying it. They didn't correct her. It's a microaggression term. It's offensive. It shouldn't be said. It should not be said. It's wrong. So they know better and they should do better. You know, I say it all the time. Well, then you know what? You shouldn't be said, or you're a racist too. And I'm not going to sit quiet and tell them, hey, it's okay. I'm not going to let them find comfort in talking to people crazy. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. So, Mickey.
Yes, ma'am.
My show always go over.
Hey, you had a lot of information.
But this had to get out. This had to get out. Is it any questions? And then, y'all, I'm sorry if you know, we went over, but you can't make this stuff up. And there's multiple videos, not just one or two videos, it's multiple videos. So is there any questions, any comments in there? And then for everybody hanging on and listening, thank you, because Flint is not unique. When people sell out, they sell out their race. It's just like, how did Black people, you know, you get into slavery? Well, the number one people, when you go and you research your history, it was the Black people selling us in Africa to some of the slave traders. We selling our own people. They are comfortable allowing racism and bigotry to have a voice within those council chambers and not setting the record straight. You have the fourth ward councilwoman telling people, she says you people. She dated a colored man and has Black friends.
Well, I got this for you. Brandon C. said today is his birthday. Happy birthday, but can you give him a shout out? You his favorite council.
Listen. Happy birthday, Brandon. Happy birthday. Happy birthday, Brandon. Happy birthday. Singing is not my forte, y'all. Y'all know I that ain't my thing. But Brandon, happy birthday, and thank you for tuning in. Dr. Padroni. Too bad we don't have I'm gonna say that's too bad we don't have an ethics board to call this racism out. Dr. Padroni, this stuff is unbelievable. Going to the ethics board, I watched when last week when Liddell Lewis went and told multiple lies. As long as she was breathing in that room, she was lying in that room. And that's a fact. And it's sad because there should be a balance. And I get where the ethics board is saying you have multiple problems on your council. How can we all solve them? How can we solve them? People don't like each other on our council. They allow racism, racial epithets to be made, and nothing goes checked. Nothing. Or should I say they go unchecked. It is too bad. But it's too bad because you have people who are educated. They should know better. We shouldn't have to go to the ethics board. These are educated people. They should know better. But when you got the $50,000 bag, the $300,000 bag, the additional $50,000 bag, you the director, you are affiliated, you the treasurer, you the blah, blah, blah. You have put a price for selling out yourself and your soul and your race. You stand on no morals and no values. None. Okay, what else? Is anything else? Because I don't usually see the comments.
Oh, no, I mean, it's a bunch of them. I know Renee Jackson said, watch your back. She, fires with Candace. She's saying how Candace is over there trying to, as they provoke you to do, they trying anything right now.
Yeah, that part I agree with. They are. Did Mays file an appeal for his suspension? I was told that he did, that he has. I don't know. There's not a date yet that I know of. Thank you, Councilman Burns, for a well-prepared podcast. You laid everything out perfectly. Thank you, Fonda Brewer. The visuals made everything point clear and factual. Thank you. And it takes a lot of work when you do this because we are I don't know, we do it all ourselves, Mickey. So that's why, listen, y'all, click like and share. And then if we had 250, 260, 270, 280 people on here, donate $5. It's $810newsmedia.com. I mean, if we had 100 people give that, it'll help us keep the lights on. Because Flint is not unique. If this is going on here, it can go anywhere. The House of Indio Glamours. Oh, that's Hector. Hi, Tanya. It's Hector giving you the thanks, Puerto Rico. Hey, Hector. Hector called me during my last meeting. Told me he drank the Kool-Aid. But he did. I think he did. But hey, Hector. There is a lot that is going on. There is a lot. And for all the people on there, please contact Dr. Rashad Ritchie. I think Dr. Ritchie might be tired of Flint.
Right.
He would be mad because Liddell lied on him with that monkey comment. So how do you retract and go back on that with him? He wasn't told the truth about Liddell. Liddell lied. So I don't think he would want to go back on that. He should, because here you have a person who was perpetrating a fraud to get a desired result from a lie, and she's still lying, and she's allowing these racist men to come up here because what she said, she gonna get her money, she gonna get hers, and it's about the bag, the money. The ask why hasn't Habitat gotten their money yet, but the 4.1 is already being spent. Habitat's money, I don't know. I mean, and that is the question that has been asked, what is taking so long to get that money? Because we passed that when it was actually ARPA funds. And so it should have been there. Habitat is stating that they at first wouldn't get it to January, and people are calling every day. We do not know the deadline or when they're going to get that money. Do not know. And Habitat has got a list. Anything else, Mickey?
Let me see.
Somebody said the ethics board for the ethics board.
This is Lumi Herbert Jr. Will you have a press conference like Dale did about the racial comments and action?
You know what? And people have asked. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how we heal our community because you got the money part. I mean, it's money driven. If I was not, people want me to be quiet and not say anything. When you ride by and you see people have got blue tarps that are blown off and tattered at the ends, you see those little plastic threads, then you tend to, I'm not going to keep it a secret. I'm going to be transparent. I'm going to talk about it. So they wanted me to be quiet. As you hear Candace said, well, I thought she didn't have a problem with the water center. Okay, listen, you were appointed to your seat. Ain't been elected to nothing. And it has nothing to do. You had a right to disclose it. Even it was before I got on council. You still should have disclosed it. But her defense to that is just not dealing with it and lying and becoming a very difficult person. She talks the whole time. She did call Dennis Pfeiffer a slithering snake. She did. She's called me a hood rat, a demon, a devil, and she talks crazy. Something is wrong with her. Something is wrong with her. And she's very disrespectful and extremely immature, and she exhibits juvenile behavior, very juvenile. And I do now see why. Wait a minute. Okay, Lumi's what the main issue? Press for the main issue: thieves and lack of residential support. Lumi. I mean, it's something. We're gonna talk something. Yeah, we're gonna talk about that one. Y'all know I keep everybody in the loop. I do. So as far as with, I have talked to some press about this because the press isn't covering this. Our local press is not covering the fact of what's going on. They're not. Anything else that you see in here? And listen, wherever y'all from, and y'all have tuned in, I want you to know I appreciate you.
Oh, this from Philip Lee. I'll read it. You got it.
Will there be a point when the gaps turn over and the administration gets addressed? Will there be a point when the gaps in turnover? Okay, I'm not real clear with that because the administration just do what they want. I mean, they don't follow no rules. I mean, they don't. They don't follow any rules at all. And they got 5 votes. Now, what they didn't plan on, they didn't have that 5 that last day. And they was hot, you can hear Kansas. I'm like, this girl, oh my God. Y'all do all that talking and you don't send your stuff up right. I'm like, I'm not helping y'all. You ain't did nothing for the people. Nothing for the people.
And that is crazy because I kind of spoke on it on the morning bump yesterday, how they did the article. The Detroit Metro Times was covering, as far as the Flint water. It doesn't make sense. It's not getting local attention here, like out of Flint. And the crisis happened here.
And it's right because, we still are repairing service lines. The judge was supposed to fine us $500 a day. Script News came here. We did shows on that, and it still hasn't been fixed. It still hasn't. So, Jessica put it on there, reading white fragility. And I'm a reader. Somebody said, backhand her, Tonya, please. Listen, you know what, Mickey? Some of these comments, woo, it's hard to keep your cool. Y'all don't understand. Y'all don't understand. I'm like, they testing my gangster. They texting my gangster. So listen, Winters Hall, thank you for putting into the A10 News Media Group. And if y'all haven't watched, Winters did a show with Minister
Troy Muhammad.
Minister Troy Muhammad, and I watched it last night, and it was really good. You need to watch that, and it's on 810 News Media. She did, was it Wednesday or was it Thursday?
Thursday at 4.
Thursday at 4, and you need to watch it. It is a really good interview, and it's a different perspective, and they got into talking about protecting the Black woman, and how we as a race, where we come from, where we at, how are we not, economic development, they talked about Mike Epps and him doing a block at a time, and how we basically should, we talk about how, crowdfunding Black people money together to get things done. It was a really good interview. So yeah, take the time to go watch that. So we're gonna shout out. I saw someone on there from Miami. I wish that we was in Miami now. I really do. We're someplace warm. Tanya, you got your receipts. Let me tell y'all, I appreciate everybody who taking the time to watch, to listen, because this could happen anywhere. This isn't happening just here. And as Minister Muhammad Troy talked about, they have the same thing that was happening in Detroit. The same thing. The same thing. So wherever you are from, I want to tell you thank you for tuning in. South Columbia, South Carolina, Maryland, Bethesda, Maryland. So she said, and we ain't taking Lydell back.
Oh, we sending her back. I'm just talking.
I said we are not taking her back. Charlotte bound. Okay, Charlotte, North Carolina. Dallas, Fort Worth, Texas. They put DFW. See, I know what that means. But listen, wherever y'all from, I want to say thank you. And keep Flint in prayer. But we have got to start coming together because we're going backwards. Literally, we are going backwards. When you even had it, so Doug Matthews felt so safe that he could come on 810 News Media and make comments that were negative about my skin tone, about my color, about, He's made all these negative things. He's the white person with the white hat in the chair. He felt comfortable to come on here to say garbage to me and about me. A white racist bigot felt comfortable to come onto 810 News Media Group to try to antagonize, to bait me in. He felt comfortable. He shouldn't feel comfortable. You know, usually the Ku Klux Klan had their hoods on. Usually their hoods are on. They off around here and they don't care. It's okay for them to say you people. It's okay for them to say ghetto. It's okay for them to hit Black people and then say, oh no, she hit me. It's okay for them to say, I dated a colored man and I had Black friends. It's okay to say the Black people in the first ward is a cult. It's okay for a white woman to stand up not once but twice to incite and want to fight me. She didn't understand what redlining was and was upset. Didn't have a clue. Didn't have a clue. And so I defined it for her. And she still didn't have a clue. So this isn't just when we talk about fixing it, it's not just Black people going to fix it. It's got to take all of us to fix it. There is no room for us to move forward where racism or any group, number one, it is okay to use microaggression terms. And those examples I did put up. I put them up so we could see it's not okay. It's not okay for city council members, the president and the vice president of Flint City Council, to be getting ARPA funds and nothing has been done for the residents. Not one furnace, not one shingle has been put on the roof, not one window put in, but they have their money in resolutions, Liddell Lewis and Candace Mushat, to be approved. It's not okay. It's not okay. And then they have people who say, you know what, we don't have a problem with it, like Doug and David Peachy. You know why? Y'all heard him say it. They said, you with us. No, you're my kind of people. My kind of people. No. Take care of the residents. You don't go wrong with the residents. Mick, anything you want to say before we get out of here?
Oh, no, ma'am. It's all good. I got to get ready and run to the store.
Listen, you stay warm out there. I thought I was going to be able to take a break today and not do a show. And then after that meeting.
Right.
That meeting. Whew,
was something else, wasn't it?
It was. So I want to tell you, Mickey, thank you for going through, because it's a process that when we go through and, preparing and to make sure that I am factual. Mickey, thank you for making sure you block the white cartoon character hat wearing racist on there. Thank you for making sure you blocked him, because
no
I will be, because he is stalking me. I don't feel safe around him because he has some mental health issues. Something is wrong with him. He is demented. Something is wrong with him.
Oh, most definitely.
So I want everyone to have a good weekend. Do something for yourself. Love yourself. And listen, and most of all, be true to yourself. And wherever you are from, I want to tell you, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for sharing. Look, click, like, share, and hey, if you donate $5, $810 News Media Group, Cash App, $810 News Media Group. Do you have it going across the scroll?
Oh, I sure can. I sure can put it across. There it goes across the scroll.
Okay, it's across the scroll. You can donate 810 Cash App, 810 News Media Group. It can be $5. We got 100 people. Help us keep the lights on. Help us keep the lights on. This is not income based. I don't get paid for nothing. And the views of this is purely and solely Tonya Burns, not of those of 810 News Media Group. So let me give that disclaimer. And I always put up what I own and what I can defend, and I put up the truth. But these are my views. My views. All right, Mickey.
Yes,
take us out of here. Listen, I love y'all. Peace and love. And what was it? Peace and hair grease. Is that what it is?
Yeah. Peace, love, and hair grease.
Peace, love, and hair grease. Until next weekend. See y'all. Mwah.
Peace.